What's up guys, Justin RP here, and I'm going to teach you about one thing today, but it's going to be 3 points to make up this one thing, and that one thing is going to be hybrid builds. But the 3 points that we have to quickly get to is first that you have a main and a sub weapon. And by sub, I don't mean like, oh, you have a sword and then a shield. No, I mean you have a main, number one, and a sub, number two, weapon that you can switch between at any time. So pretty much you push H is the default to open your character, and you see this Roman numeral number 1 here. My main right now is a one-handed sword, and offhand is a pirate shield. So and then my sub would be the Roman numeral 2, a two-handed sword. To change this, all you have to do is drag an item there. Now you see that now it's the standard blunt, or I can make it the hammer. But we're going to go back to the two-handed sword. Not that it matters, but that's what I'm just putting it as right now. So now you know that you have a main and a sub weapons. You get what I mean? And pretty much to switch between them, you press tab by default. You just push tab, it switches between them. Alright, that was the first point. Second point is going to be about the action bar at the bottom here. Now, as you can see, I have 3 skills on this action bar. I'm only level 4, so I don't have many skills, but I have 3 skills on this action bar. And to put skills in your action bar, you can press T, go to your skills, and just drag them down. Oh look, I have another skill in my action bar, but we don't need that twice on there. As you can also see, I have 3 action bars. You can change this in your if you push escape, go to system, game options, and then at the top of game, at the top, of course I have all my stuff horrible. You have the add second skill bar, add third skill bar. You can pretty much cut those on and off. You can't have a third without having a second, obviously, but yeah. So there you can see. However, we're only really talking about the bottom one, the first skill bar, because that's the only one that's really affected here. Now, if you press shift and 2, you can see that you can switch. You have 3 of these, or if you click them, you can see. But shift 1, shift 2, shift 3, you have 3 of these at the bottom. And yeah, so pretty much what we're going to get to here, the main point of this video is hybrid builds, like I said. So say you have a hybrid build. Say that your first is a defender and your second build would be a berserker. Like you're mainly a sword and shield, but you also have the sword just in case, like the two-handed sword for damage. So how would this work out, you say? Well, you press tab to switch between them, but you see that my skills are still the same. So say I wanted to set skills just like my berserker skills on another thing. What we would do is, for our main build or our sword and shield, we have these 3. Those are 3 things for our main build. We would click this link thing, the little chain right here, and link the current skill bar to 1. That is our sword and shield. So now you see it'll be linked to that. Then we switch and say we want this to be for, this is the only thing we're going to have for our big sword here. We would click it and then link the current skill bar to 2. So now you see the big sword there, and now that is linked to that. What does this all mean? If I press tab, now those skills are there, and now that skill is there. So that way, if you put all your skills on just this first bar, the skills that you want to switch on this first bar, they will switch whenever you switch your weapon. Easy peasy, easy as pie. It will not do it for the F1, F2, F3, F4, and the Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3, Alt 4 there, unfortunately. But it will do it. Well, that at the same time, not necessarily unfortunately, but because you can put like maybe food or items or stuff on those, or maybe skills that you will be using on both on there, and then just have this one be the ones that actually change. So yeah. Anyway, pretty much that was all I wanted to talk about. I didn't necessarily, I mean, I obviously just explained all this and made this video, but I'm not the one that necessarily made this tutorial. I actually read it on a forum from someone named Hexgarudo. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, Hex. Or he X Garudo, whatever. Sorry. But yeah, he actually made it, and I will put a link to that post in the description below. So definitely go and check that out if you want a text and picture explanation of it, if I didn't explain it well enough. But yeah, so thanks, Hex, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for listening, and until then, take care.